a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not. I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like
Optimus Prime.
I came here to ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
It's Tebow. He's running all the way back to the left of the 5-yard line. Stretches it out. That's Anthony D. He gets out to the 25. He breaks another tackle to the 30, the 35, the 40, 50, the 45, the 40, 30, 25. There's nobody near him.
No flags.
What a play.
Anthony D goes the distance. D stands for distance. Come the Clippers. On the low block, kick out, downtown, Yahtzee! By Landry, 0-0, 0-on-0. Caruso from downtown, knocks down a triple.
In front of the goal mouth, they jump for it. The header finds the back of the net. Hadley Camo with a spectacular play.
Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stello Stadium here in the Gate City of Nashua, New Hampshire. You are watching live football action between the Nashua Cougars and the Derry Wolverines. It should be a good one here this morning. We have 6 games coming for you here. And Jason Roby, along with Steve Cody, the highlight guy. We have a shaded field right now, but it's supposed to be in the 60s here this afternoon. So it should be a good one. This Derry team coming in with their Michigan look, or their Delaware look, if you will. It's kind of one and the same. They're yellow pants, white shirts, blue helmets with the 3 yellow stripes on there. And meanwhile, the Nashua Cougars will line up. They are in their dark uniforms with the Columbia blue numbers, Columbia stripes, and the word Cougars emblazoned across the side of their helmet. This is the JV2 roster that has been handed to me for the Derry Wolverines, and I actually was just sent the JV2 roster for the Cougars. So we are rip-roaring and ready to go. The Cougars will start off on the defensive side of things, the offensive side of things from their own 35-yard line, going right to left on your dial. And look at that. We started just about right at 8 o'clock, 8:02 on my dial. And you can see some of the players holding their hands up over their faces. The sun is definitely shining. And we have a timeout here on the field. Their head official walking over at about the 45-yard line. Going to meet with both head coaches. We'll have to see what this is all about. And we'll try to do our best lip-reading interpretation for you. Looks like he's saying, when I went to the store last night, I couldn't believe the price of eggs. It was unbelievable. I don't think he said that, Steve. I don't know, maybe. So you can see one player heading off and then heading back on. Throws on the wristband, and it looks like we are just about ready for action here at Stello Stadium here in Nashua, New Hampshire. We have 6 games, as mentioned, for you on our schedule here today. Excuse me, I hope my voice holds out. I'll talk to you about where I was yesterday. It was a record-setting day, literally, as we called a Division III game, Curry College versus Nichols College, and a young man, Monty Quinn, set the NCAA all-time single-game rushing record regardless of division. 522 yards, 7 touchdowns, and a huge homecoming win for Curry. And Rich McDonough and myself were on that call. Rich and I will often work with Steve Cody, the highlight guy, and the Northeast Sports Network was nice enough to have us come do the college game of the week. And wow, it was just an incredible day in Milton, Massachusetts. All right, we'll see if we have any 522-yard rushers here this morning as the Cougars come out in a diamond package. A 4-man front for Derry. Bouncing around to the outside on the right, trying to get the edge, finding the sledding a little bit tough there. And they're going to mark forward progress to about the 37. It was a good, tough run, broke a couple tackles, and Derry got a bunch of hats to the ball. So it'll be a second down. We'll call it a long 8 for the Cougars. I want to thank Travis Fowler for sending up the roster to me. Very nice of him there. Second down and 8 on the far hash. Oh, a little mishap in the backfield. It was an isolation play trying to go off the left side with a lead blocker, and that was number 17 having a dive on his own football. I think it was Lucas Russo. So the Cougars will have to regroup here. A sizable loss on the play, going to set up a 3rd down and 16. Cougars now will widen things out. Twins to either side. Shotgun snap. They'll motion into the backfield. Here comes the snap. They'll run a speed sweep into the boundary, and tailing it from the backside, running it down, was number 88, Oliver Bello. And Bello came off of that edge and just chased down that speed sweep. So nice job by Bello from the backside. We'll see if the Cougars have any kind of a counter to that. But there'll be a 4th down, so they will concede possession. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. I'm relatively certain this roster is not the roster that I think this is for tonight's game. So we'll have to try to find a suitable roster. Travis wouldn't lead me wrong, I don't think, so we'll stay with it. All right, 1st and 10 for Derry. They'll set up shop from their own 48-yard line. They'll set with a wing to the right. Twins to the left into the boundary. Shotgun snap. 1-step drop. Firing down the left sideline. Man, all alone, battling the sun. And that was a tough one. As he was wide open down the left sideline was Henry Forbes. And he could not reel that one in. Partially, potentially, maybe because of the sun. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wolverines. And you can see the far side bleachers reflecting that sun. So I do believe the sun was an issue. 2nd down and 10 now. Same formation for Derry. They'll set those twins up into the boundary, wing to the right. Here comes a little power off to the right side, and he'll get stacked up, but not before he picks up a sizable gain. Looks like he got about 6 or 7 on that carry. It was number 40, Brennan Voisin. And Steve, the defensive end right here to the Cougars. Can we see that young man's last name on his shirt? Let's see if we get a... Steve kind of dialing in. We're going to watch him come off the edge here. He'll come off the tackle, fight the pressure. He'll get the edge, and off to the races they go. And I don't think they're going to catch him. That's Henry Forbes again. And the next time they see him, he'll be celebrating in the Nashua end zone. However, we do have a flag back down around the 46-yard line. This one will be coming back. And a little prognostication there from me, Steve. I thought I saw a hold on that edge, and I think the official may have seen that as well. And you can hear it up here in the booth, holding on the offense. So they'll march that one back 10 yards. That's a spot foul. So that's a huge one. The Cougars catch a break there. Okay. So a huge thank you to Travis Fowler for sending us that roster. It is correct. Good camera work there by Steve Cody. Much appreciated, Steve. So we'll repeat the down. It'll be 3rd down, but this time it'll be 3rd and about 15. They'll fake and fire down the field all alone. This time they catch it, battling the sun, but it doesn't matter. That's number 88, Connor Murphy. And he beat the coverage down the field. He got behind the secondary. They faked that power play off to the right side, left the back in to block. And Connor Murphy, the tight end, just released vertically, headed towards the corner. Smooth sailing for the Wolverines. They'll go up 6-0. Derry breaks the huddle, run up. They'll run this 2-point conversion play from the 3-yard line. Now there's two backs in the backfield. Quarterback will be under center. And if you look, it's called a wishbone formation. Old school, double tight end. And they'll just run a power play off to the right side and scooting in. Ball hit the deck, but not before he broke the plane. That was Lucas Peck. So with 4:56 to go here in the first quarter, your score, Wolverines 8 and the Cougars 0. You are watching live on the highlight guy. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. And I imagine his left arm going to be pretty sore by the end of the day. And we'll see if we'll have to put closed captioning up for you towards the latter part of this day, as my voice will be tested, no question about it. I'm going to try to pace myself, Steve. We'll see how that works. Usually not very good because I'm a pretty excitable guy, as everybody knows. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They'll set up shop at their own 35-yard line, middle of the field. And they'll go back to their diamond formation. Little crossbuck action. That play goes backwards and was doomed from the get-go. Great penetration by the Wolverine defense. As soon as he got the ball, he was trying to outrace the coverage. I think that was Alex Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be 2nd down and 18 for the Cougars. Two-by-two formation, shotgun swing pass out to the left side is caught there and thrown down to the turf was Jordan Medeiros. There were 3 Wolverines there on the play. Nice sportsmanship shown by both of these teams as Medeiros was helped up. Nice play by number 39, Grayson Shank. So that swing pass will lose a few more yards. And now you're looking at about 3rd down and 21. Two-by-two formation once again, shotgun formation. Rolling to his left, another swing pass, and this time we're going to get a penalty flag. And this Wolverine team really rallies to the football well. It's complete. I think that was 52, Dominic Colangeli. So 4th down now for the Cougars. And that'll give us a chance to talk about the Nashua Cougars. They're a nonprofit organization created to give every child the opportunity to reach their greatest potential in youth football. They work with the Nashua High School North coaches to ensure their athletes are ready to compete at a high school level by the time they arrive, giving them the greatest opportunity to continue to excel beyond high school. To learn more, go to their website, NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. And hey, make sure you stay up to date with all of the Highlight Guys' upcoming live screams. Live screams? Now, that would be a Halloween thing, I think. Live streams. Subscribe to THG Sports Network and our YouTube channel today and never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to thehighlightguy.com, choose the live stream page, and click the buy button. For YouTube, search The Highlight Guy and hit subscribe. We thank you in advance. All right, a little break in the action here as the Wolverines will get the ball on the Nashua Cougar 49-yard line. They'll set up shop 1st and 10. They'll go back to that double tight end wishbone formation. I doubt very much you'll see option. You'll probably see just a lot of power running, little double isolation off to the left side there. That just means there's 2 lead blockers through that hole to get to the linebacker, and that was Adam Legendre on the carry. Sizable gain on 1st down, setting up a 2nd, and we'll call it 3. That sun posing a little bit of a problem. You can see 27 down there on the edge. I think that's Jackson Young. He was putting his hand over his visor so he could see the signal from the sideline. Say that 3 times fast. See the signal from the sideline. All right, back to the wishbone. Little isolation play off to the right. Maybe a middle miscommunication in the backfield. Great job by the defensive front there of the Cougars. And that charge looked like it was led by number 41, Christian Williams. And number 61, Colby Ray Coleman, who's gone over to the other side of the defense. Also in Jacob Roig. I saw John Roig down on the concourse this morning. John used to play for me. Great defensive tackle back in the day. Double tight end, wishbone formation behind the quarterback. Torn Flood calling signals. That breaks off to the left side, and they tried to cut back against the grain, but number 52, Dominic Kalangelic, wrestling him down from behind. But the Wolverines going to have enough for the 1st down, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter here from Mata Field at Stello Stadium. The Derry Wolverines, JV2 level team, enjoying an 8-0 lead as they try to put more on the board. We'll take a peek inside the Cougar huddle as the coaching staff goes over some instructions for the young men as they try to keep this a 1-score game. Give us a chance to talk about EarthTech Systems. The EarthTech Systems is a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. Whether you're considering a new heat pump system or need repairs, their skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex of projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. Wolverines come back out in that double tight end, double wishbone set. And that one's going to bounce to the outside. They lost contain, did the Cougars, and trying to run them down. The ball is on the carpet, and it looks like it's going to be recovered by the Cougars. So a great effort of chasing that down from the back. I didn't get a number, But as the ball carrier was being tackled, the ball was stripped. And that's why you never give up on that play. And a great job by the Cougar defense hustling all the way to the whistle. Terrific effort. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. That is a huge play. Cougars come out of the huddle. And they'll line up. Split in on either side, back in the diamond formation. They'll run off the left side, cut back against the grain. And the ball hits the carpet again. This time Nashua will recover their own fumble, so very fortunate there is Nashua. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. Same formation. Play bounces off to the left side. And this time it looked to be number 41 on the carry, and it was as they help him up off of that pile. That was Christian Williams, and he may have gotten back or close to the original line of scrimmage. So that'll set up a 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up for the Cougars. Want to try to get out of the shadows of their own end zone here. Two-by-two formation, a 4-man front for the Wolverines. And they'll blow that one dead as flags touch the sky and cascade down to the turf. Going to get a false start against the offense, so that'll back them up 5 yards or half the distance to the goal, so it'll probably just be a 2.5-yard penalty. Here comes a speed sweep. They'll fake it. Quarterback will keep it. He's got the edge if he can get it. Got to get about 3 more yards. He does. And a huge 1st down gathered there by Lucas Russo. They faked that speed sweep back to the right, and it was the play that they had run the play before that was blown dead, so they may have fooled the Wolverines there. As Russo pulls it and heads to the visitor sideline, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Nice play call there, and a good job by Russo to find the sticks. And we have a new sponsor here, a friend to our program. We're going to talk about them in just a minute. Luke's Bar and Grill. Jay Fiore, who we used to be a part of the youth football program here in Nashua. Now the owner of Luke's. Here comes your double reverse. Ball gets dropped in the end zone, and just like that, what started out as a good-looking play, the ball hits the turf, went through the hands, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. So again, we'd like to thank our newest sponsor and welcome them to the team, Luke's Bar and Grill. Founded in 2019, Luke's Bar and Grill has grown quickly, thanks to a local guests and incredible staff. Their mission is to provide a welcoming space with great food, refreshing drinks, and an atmosphere that always feels like home. Whether you're here for dinner, drinks, or just to unwind, Luke's is constantly evolving to make every visit better. Find them at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or online at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's Luke's Bar and Grill, L-U-K-S, barandgrill.com. We'll have to head over there, Steve. Get some grub. I've heard great things, and the business is doing very, very well. Want to thank them and welcome them to the Highlight Guy family. That one will go off tackle, cut back to the middle of the field, still off to the races, and keeping the feet churning was number 85. That was Adam Legendre. And Adam got all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Good blocking at the point of attack there by the Derry Wolverines. So it'll be 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line. They're going to call timeout to talk things over, probably put some kind of a goal line defense package in here, you would think. And that'll give us a chance once again to talk about the Cougars. As a nonprofit organization, the Nashua Cougars could not thrive and provide such an incredible experience for the athletes without the generosity of their sponsors. They would like to give a huge Cougar roar to their top sponsors for the 2025 season: Basco Excavation, Lopez Hardwood Floor Services, and Comcast. To all of the sponsors not mentioned, the Cougars want you to know they are very thankful for everything you do for them every year to ensure the athletes have everything that they need. And hey, are you looking to play sports in college? If yes, let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, film sporting events, and live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star, so let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. All right. Timeout is in the books. Double tight end. Double isolation. Oh, and a great stick there in the hole. Met. Looked like big number 52 was in there. That looked like it was going to end up in the end zone. And not so fast, my friend, said number 52 of the Cougars, Dominic Colangeli, as he stepped up, filled that hole pretty good. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from just inside the 3. We'll see if the Cougars can protect their den here. Cougars live in a den, Steve? I don't know. Got to find out. Whistle will blow. Flag will fly. You're going to get a neutral zone infraction. Somebody lined up off sides is the idea. It's just a matter of what team, and it's going to be against the Cougars. Not a terrible penalty from the standpoint of it's only half the distance to the goal, so they're going to move that football forward about the length of a football. But just that much shorter to go for another touchdown. Wishbone formation behind the quarterback. Double isolation off to the right side. He gets stacked up. It looks like maybe the ball hit the carpet. Beanbag comes in. We'll have to take a look. It's going to be 3rd down. So he did not get into the end zone. He did keep possession of the ball. Huge stand there and a great job by the left side of that defensive line for the Cougars. You can see Steve kind of zeroing in there on those gentlemen. They did a real good job of keeping the ball carrier out of the end zone. You can see the football, the nose of the ball just shy of the white line. All it has to do is break the plane of that white line, and it is a touchdown. Doesn't have to get all the way through. It just has to be even with the first part of that line. So big 3rd down coming up here. As the center grabs the ball, he kind of puts it over the white line, so technically, but it's still not a touchdown yet. Oh, that toss sweep, and it is a wide play. They're trying to get to the edge. They do. And that thing was a rainmaker. That was number 33, Chase Billingsley, around the right side. Maybe a little miscommunication by the Cougars as they're talking about down there. Jordan Medeiros had the best chance, but they just gained that edge. Had no answer for the speed around the outside. So just like that, it's 14-0. And hey, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please click the subscribe button so that you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. It's good news, Steve. Our pages are getting longer and longer, and you're using higher quality paper, which means we must be making a lot of money. That one's going to get stacked up in the backfield. Still keeps the legs churning and finally knocked down. It was number 52 in on the initial stop, Dominic Colangeli, with help from his friends. It looked like number 57, maybe Maddox Wood, came in and cleaned it up. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 14-0, Derry Wolverines. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email Deb at thedowgroup.com. All right, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They'll set up shop at their own 35-yard line. They'll come out in a 2-by-2 set, shotgun formation. They're going to try that quarterback keeper again around the left side, but this time nothing doing as they'll go for a loss of 5. And that time, the Wolverines were not fooled. Lucas Russo was met at the 30-yard line by 3 Wolverines, so setting up a 2nd down and 15. I want to wish everybody here good morning. You're probably on your 2nd or 3rd cup of coffee at this point, or on your 1st, like me. 4 minutes to go in the first half. You're watching live on the Highlight Guy, Jason Roby and Steve Cody, bringing all of the action for you all day long here from beautiful Stello Stadium. 2-by-2 formation, direct snap, handoff into the backfield. Nice job, good-looking play, good blocking at the point of attack by the lineman up front. And that ball was carried by number 41, Christian Williams. He'll pick up a couple tough yards there, trying to test the interior of that Derry Wolverines front. Two by two, back is to the right of the quarterback this time. They run the same play. A big hole opens up around the right side. He's off to the races, and that thing opened up like the Red Sea. He's got the edge, cut back against the grain is number 26. Finally going to be run down from behind by number 43, Torrin Flood, but a great run there by number 26 for the Cougars. That was Alexander Vegas. And you'll watch a terrific job of the offensive line opening up the hole over there, led by, looked like number 63, the right tackle, Thomas Rooney, clearing the way, along with number 57, Maddox Wood. And they'll try the other play, the other side, and didn't necessarily follow his blocking that time, but made something out of nothing. Tried to bounce it to the left side. Minimal gain on 1st down. So we'll call it 2nd down and a long 9. And again, I apologize in advance for my voice, folks. Called our first collegiate game yesterday. It was an exciting day. Swing pass, and it was complete, but reading that was Lucas Coleman. He read that in yesterday's paper. That's how fast he got there. Coleman got in there and made a terrific play, and I might add that it was good hands by number 22 for the Cougars. He had to hold on to that thing as the defense came barreling down. That was Miles Libby on the reception. But it'll go for a loss of about 4. 3rd down, we'll call it 14. From the Derry 42-yard line, shotgun snap. And it's going to be a quarterback draw around the right side, and finally wrestled down to the ground was the quarterback, Russo, and it was Torrin Flood on the tackle, broke the first tackle on the left side and was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So that will bring up a big fourth down play. I believe it's fourth down. Can't see the sticks from behind the yard marker there. Or maybe they don't even have one. I think that's Joe Russo holding the stick there. Officer Russo, nice job. So here we go. Big play for the Cougar offense. They need 10 yards. Did you like playing early in the morning, Steve, or were you more of an afternoon guy or a nighttime guy when you were young? Yeah. Steve, of course, slept like a vampire all hours of the day, probably, is my guess. Taking a shot down the middle of the field. Beautiful spiral. Ball is intercepted and out of bounds. And probably would have been wise to not intercept it. Hard to tell a young man not to do that. A great catch over there by Connor Murphy, but you lost about 10 yards of field position there. I'm sure the coach will have that conversation, but a great catch nevertheless by Murphy. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. So that pass play almost serves as a punt. .40 seconds to go here in the first half. Might have time for one, maybe two plays. You can hear the coaching staff yelling for the Cougars to back up as the deep pass could be coming. You can see that they're battling the sun. And Derry will just take a knee, not looking to turn the ball over. We'll head into the halftime, but before we do, it'll give us a chance to talk about EarthTech Systems. They're a local premier green heating and cooling technology company. Their goal is to save you time and money. They specialize in geothermal HVAC systems. For your heating or cooling needs, contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. No install or repair project is too challenging for the experts in green HVAC technology. And lastly, are you hungry for a meal that really hits the spot? Well, Luke's Bar and Grill serves up juicy burgers, crispy wings, and a full menu of favorites made fresh every day. Pair your meal with an ice-cold beer or a handcrafted cocktail and enjoy it all in a warm, welcoming space. Luke's is the perfect spot to relax and connect. Stop by at 142 Laurel in Hudson, New Hampshire, or see the menu at lukesbarandgrill.com. Not sure if they deliver, Steve, but that might be a nice little treat here up in the booth at Stello Stadium. We're going to go to halftime. Pay some bills. We'll be right back with second half action. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not. I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like
I was prime.
I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guide can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguide.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguide.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Welcome back to Stello Stadium here in the Gate City of Nashua, New Hampshire. You are watching the highlight guy, and it is the Nashua Cougars JV2 taking on the Derry Wolverines JV2 squad. Jason Roby calling all the action for you here today. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures. 10 minutes on the board. It is a 14-0 Wolverine advantage. They'll set up shop first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Little cross-buck action. They give it to the first man through. That's number 40, but he's going to get wrestled down from the backside. Great play there. I think it was number 27 that got the penetration off the right. And we'll refer back to our roster here. So a great defensive play by number 27, Jackson Young, as he penetrated deep into the backfield on first down. They'll mark it back at the line of scrimmage, but a good play by Young. 2nd down and 10 for the Wolverines. They'll split out and end to the right side. He was moving. No flag will fly. Here comes the pressure, and down goes the quarterback. That was number 52 getting the penetration through the right side, Dominic Colangeli. And he takes the quarterback down in a heap. Big sack on 2nd down. And that certainly will fire the troops up. They split an end out to the right side, and it looked like they were going to try to drop back and get something going vertically, but the quarterback, number 43, Torrin Flood, had no time, and he was sacked on that play. They'll go twins to the left, wing back to the right, shotgun formation. This is their original formation. Flood scrambles to his left. He has the edge. Cougars doing a great job in pursuit. Finally knocked out of bounds. Looked like number 50, Jacob Roig, getting on his horse and getting over there. Flood, there's a play-action play. They faked a little counter action to the right, and then he rolled back to the left. A little waggle look. Good job of pursuit by the defense. Only a 1-yard gain, and it appears that the Wolverines are going to go for it here on 4th down from their own 36-yard line. Speed sweep, left side. He's got an opportunity to get to the edge. He does. Cut back against the grain, breaks another tackle, and he could be off to the races here from the backside. Good hustle there. Bringing him down. Had to come from the other side of the field was number 26, touchdown saving tackle by Alexander Vegas, but not before Henry Forbes delivers the mail all the way down to the Cougar 15-yard line. So a huge 1st down play. Great first 3 plays series-wise for the Cougars defensively, and then they give up the big one. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Derry. Counter action, corner of the end zone goes number 40, and he's got speed to burn. That was Brennan Voisin. He put on the afterburners there. True wing T look there by the Wolverines that time. And that's what the Pinkerton Academy Astros run for an offense, or a variation. So it is quickly 20-0. You go from a potential 1st and 10 from Derry territory to down 20-0. So things can change that quickly. Back to the wing T look. Tight end wing to the right. Half back to the left. Fullback trap up the middle and in. And that is series football right there at its finest as Derry goes to their wing T look. And they will get the 2-point conversion. They are up 22-0 with 5:58 to go here in the third quarter. That'll give us a chance to talk about Bouvier Prepare. They provide comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. Penalty flag will fly. We're going to get an illegal substitution here. I think you had 12 players. Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. So not a good way to start your first drive of the second half. 1st and 15 for the Cougars. Too many men on the field. Motion into the backfield. Fake the speed sweep and back the other way. Again comes the quarterback. He's got a head of steam, Russo, but he is met there on about the 31-yard line. So maybe a pickup of a yard and a half. It'll be 2nd down and 14 for Nashua. This is the first of 6 games we'll be calling for you here today. Shotgun snap, swing pass out into the flat. It was a forward pass, so it was incomplete. It was intended for number 31, Kane Pacheco. And what we mean by that is if the ball had gone backwards behind the quarterback, it would have been a lateral and a live ball, but because it went forward and was not caught, it was an incomplete pass. So we will set up a 3rd down and 14. Twins to either side, shotgun, handoff, testing the middle, bouncing to the outside, and just great gang tackling there by Derry as number 26, Alex Vegas, found the conditions up the middle tough, and then he tried to bounce it back to the outside, and everybody on Derry did their job, played their position, filled their run gaps. It's going to be 4th down for the Cougars. With the exception of the light standards, the shadows have pretty much all but disappeared on the field. Quarterback, left side, picks up a block, jump cut, out to the left. Ball hits the carpet. It's not going to matter. It's going to be a turnover on downs regardless, even with the fumble. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. That fumble was recovered by number 33, Chase Billingsley. Good field position to start their second drive of the third quarter for the Derry Wolverines. They're on the Nashua Cougar 33-yard line. Straight up the gut it goes, carrying defenders with him. Good solid run on first down. Looked like number 17 on the carry. That was Brock Samoset. And leading the tackle was Jackson Young, number 27. So second down and a manageable 3. We'll call it a long 3. Meeting in the backfield. Oh, miscommunication. Back to the wing T look. Tight end wing to the right. Split end left. Just a belly play. I call that belly. Just reverse pivot and hand it off to the fullback. Up the gut, up the chute. It'll depend on the spot. He looks like he might have enough, and he does, according to the head official, I think. He's pointing first down, but nope, maybe he's pointing third down. My mistake. So it'll be third down, and we'll call it half a yard. Big play coming up for the Cougar defense. We'll see what the Wolverines dial up. Try to extend this drive. So we had the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. It looks like we're going to get a... They did call first down. See, Steve, I was right. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Derry. They'll wind the clock inside of 2 minutes. Great play by Derry as the wing that time kind of crashed down and served as a trap block on the left side. And Samoset took the ball and headed off to the left side and picked up 5 yards on first down. It'll set up second down and 5. So a good system here run by the Derry Wolverines. They run a progressive offense that one play kind of builds off the next. That's the idea of the wing T. Here you'll see it again. This is an illegal formation. He needs to be on the line. He was not. Penalty will fly. They blow that one dead. And I'll tell you why. You're going to go back and watch the highlight guy. You have to have 7 players on the line of scrimmage. The tight end wing were to the left, and the man to the right side has to be on the line of scrimmage, and he was not. He had his thumb up saying, am I good, am I good? And he, in fact, was not. He had to be up 1 more yard so that they could have 7 men on the line of scrimmage. So for those of you wondering at home, that's going to be what the call was. And apparently they are not going to mark the penalty off, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Not sure why, but so now it is a wing right split. A little counter action, a little cross buck action, and drag down. Looked like number 42 on the tackle for the Cougars. That was Herdier Toisire. Toisire, hope I said that correctly. My apologies if I got the enunciation incorrect. It was number 87, Henry Forbes, on the carry. So we're going to head to the fourth quarter. Wolverines are knocking on the door again. It is 22-0 Derry. And that will give us a chance to talk about who? Yeah, we're going to talk about Luke's Bar and Grill. When you stop into Luke's Bar and Grill, you're stepping into more than just a restaurant. It's a family. Owned and operated spot that's been serving the community since 2019. Their motto is simple. Never forget where you came from. With a commitment to good food, great service, and giving back, Luke's is where neighbors become friends. Visit them today at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or online at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's Luke's Bar and Grill, L-U-K-S, Bar and Grill.com. JV2.com. And by the way, if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button so that you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. Jason Roby calling all the action for you here today from sun up till sundown. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures you are watching on the highlight guy. It will be first and goal for Derry from the 10-yard line. Well, isolation play off to the left side. That'll get stacked up shy of the 5. Number 67, Carmelo Garcia, was in at the bottom of that pile making the stop. So it'll be second and goal. They're going to say he only got to about the 8-yard line. Well, according to the stick, according to where the ball is, it's the 6. That's only 9 a.m., so it's kind of... Now you can see the shadows of the players. Tight end wing to the left. Half back to the right, split end to the right. Will power off to the left side, and this time it gets stacked up in the backfield, and good penetration there by number 42 for the Cougars. That was Herdier Toizere again. Nice play by him. He kind of came out of nowhere, shot out of a cannon into that backfield. Hertier, nice play. So that will set up a huge third down and goal from the 10. A loss on the play of 4 yards. The defense needing to make a huge effort here to keep the Cougars in this one. Tight end wing to the right, split end to the left. Halfback is to the split end side, or what we would call weak. Isolation. Met there. Ball hits the carpet. Have to wait and see who came up with it. And it was recovered, I believe, by Derry. We have a flag that came in late. So the officials are going to talk about this one. Usually when you see a flag like that come in from the back, it could have been somebody who was maybe doing a little chit-chat, and you hope that's not the case. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Derry. So it'll be fourth down. So it'll be fourth and goal from the 10. They will tack on the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And as they always say, it's good to play with emotion, but don't play emotional. There is a difference. Everybody watching out there on the highlight guy, remember, the young ears and eyes are always listening and watching. So be that positive role model you want to see in today's athletes. All right, it'll be the wing tee once again, tight end wing to the left. It looked like a broken play. Quarterback will keep it. Skirts around the right side, and a great play that time by number 6. He stayed home. And Jeremy Garcia Jr. came out of nowhere. And if not for Jeremy, Torrin Flood might still be running. So great job by the defense of the Cougars. And what looked like a sure Derry Wolverine touchdown turns into a fantastic defensive stand by the Cougars. And Derry will call timeout here, and that'll give us a chance to ask you, are you looking to play sports in college? If yes, let the highlight guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, film sporting events, and we live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the highlight guy, you are the star. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. And the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors, they're a group of people who came together for one purpose. They wanted to create the best possible opportunities for every youth football player in the north end of Nashua. They provide scholarships, transportation, and go above and beyond on a daily basis for all of their athletes. They're all one big happy Cougar family. So if you're interested in joining the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors, go to NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. First and 10 for Nashua. They'll set up shop on their own 22-yard line. Great goal line effort there by the Cougars. Looks like they're going to come out in a trips look to the right. Nice pass, swing pass, and off and running is number 26. He puts the brakes on, tries to cut back against the grain. He'll get pulled down by his right glove. I've never seen a tackle like that before, but it does count. But a good pitch and catch is Alex Vegas, the recipient of that pass from Russo. And they will move the sticks. First and 10 for the Cougars. Nice pickup on first down. Call it 13-yard gain. It is early to do math, but I'll do my best. We're going to get a timeout, Nashua, so they didn't like something that they saw. I want to make sure they get it right. EarthTech Systems is a local premier green heating and cooling technology company. Their goal is to save you time and money. They specialize in geothermal HVAC systems. For your heating or cooling needs, contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. No install or repair project is too challenging for the experts in green HVAC technology. And hey, bring the family, bring your friends. Everyone feels at home at Luke's Bar and Grill. Enjoy live music 3 nights a week, trivia and music bingo, and pop-up events for the whole family that make every visit something special. Whether you're here to relax, laugh, or celebrate, Luke's is the perfect spot to connect and unwind. From the first bite to the last laugh, Luke's makes every visit memorable. Come join the fun at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or plan your visit at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's Luke's, L-U-K-S, barandgrill.com. .651 to go in this one. First and 10 from the 35. Little playoff tackle bouncing to the outside. Nice head of steam there. Cuts back against the grain. They're trying to drag him down from behind. But another first down gain by number 26 for the Nashua Cougars. Alex Vegas having himself a quarter here. He was finally tackled by Brendan Scheibert, but not before. Another Cougar first down. They go empty. They fire again to the outside. They're going to say the pass was backwards, so it is a live ball. And continuing to keep the feet running, getting something out of nothing, was Vegas. So that ball was dropped initially by Vegas, hit the turf, but there was no whistle. And a nice job by Alex, a smart heads-up play to keep playing because the referees called it a backwards pass. And Vegas able to get about 2.5 yards on that effort. Second down for the Cougars. 2-by-2 set. Russo around the right side, going to get wrestled down at about the 40-yard line. Huge loss on the play. And a timeout called by Nashua. That'll make it a third down. And we'll call it 16. So if you are the Nashua Cougars, you're going to go for it on 4th down. So essentially you have 2 downs to get 16 yards. It was pretty cool, Steve, yesterday to be part of NCAA history as Monty Quinn, the running back from Curry College on homecoming day, rushed for 522 yards and 7 touchdowns. Back and forth. Now, here's the best part about it. He did it on 20 carries. He averaged 26.1 yards a carry. It was Tecmo Bowl-ish for you old Nintendo fans out there. That one goes backwards, and that one is going to be another loss. And they went to the well maybe once too often there as Vegas had the ball thrown to his backfield shoulder and had to kind of pirouette to keep it in play. And fortunate to gather it in because it would have been a scoop and score potentially. Probably, maybe we're looking for some type of a double pass off of that. High snap. Good job by Russo to keep control. He breaks contained to the left side. They'll try to chase him down from the back. He needs to find the sticks. Will he do it? He's got one man to beat. He finds the first down marker. Will finally be knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but not before. Another Nashua Cougar first down. And that was just a great individual effort there. The snap was high at the onset. He had to jump up, get it, set up to pass, nobody open, broke a tackle, moved to his left, and headed down the visitor's sideline. Wolverines were in hot pursuit. Looks like we're going to get a neutral zone infraction here on the right defensive end. And that is the case. So 5 yards tacked on. It'll be 1st and 5, free play. Clock continues to run. 1st and 5 from the 35. Shotgun snap. Russo faked it to the outside and then went deep and found his man down the hash mark. And catching that one is number 22 on a great pitch and catch. That was Miles Libby on the receiving end of that. Russo faked the swing pass to the right. It was covered, so then he went deep. Down Libby. 1st and 10. Clock continues to run inside of 3:10. Draw play, bounces to the outside. He's got a seam down the left hash now. Finally gets wrestled down, but a good effort by number 26, Alex Vegas. So the Cougars trying to get into the end zone here with some time left on the clock. They got to hustle up. They're in their 2-minute offense. Handoff again. This time it bounces to the outside, but going to find the sledding a little tough as he gets met in the backfield. Nice play there by number 33, Chase Billingsley. He was able to wrestle down Vegas from the back, and we're going to get a timeout here to try to set up the final 2:18 of this one. EarthTech Systems. They're a local premier green heating and cooling technology company. Their goal is to save you time and money. They specialize in geothermal HVAC systems. For your heating or cooling needs, contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. No install or repair project is too challenging for the experts in green HVAC technology. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She is licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email Deb, D-E-B, at thedowgroup.com. Trips to the left, split end to the right. Russo around the right side, tries to get the edge and just ran out of real estate over there. As waiting for him was number 85, Adam Legendre. So the clock will stop, and that'll set up a 4th down and a long 4. So I like the look the Cougars employed, tried to spread the field to the left and isolate some things over here on the right, but just ran out of real estate. Should have called Deb at the Dow Group. See how I did that? Work that in there, Steve? Empty backfield now. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Pump. A pump and go. Swing pass is complete, but not going to get the line to gain as thrown down for a loss on the play was number 26, Alex Vegas. Good defensive play, good discipline by the Wolverines there. They faked a pass off to the left. Russo came back to his right, found Vegas, but not enough. And that was a nice drive there, probably the best drive of the day for the Cougars as they came off of that nice goal line stand and just had a nice offensive series. Some good play calls, some good running. They don't have the points to show for it, but that's something you can definitely build on. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines as we are inside of 2 minutes here at Stello Stadium. Beautiful new turf on the Mata Field surface. Shotgun formation. Handoff, right side. Hole opens up. Looked like a holding on for dear life onto those ankles. Looked like 57 off the bottom of the pile. Maddox Wood. Second down and 8. We'll call it the 22-yard line. Clock continues to run here. First of 6 games today. And they will just take the snap and take a knee. Clock cannot be stopped anymore as we are at 64 seconds to go. And that is going to just about wrap things up for us here for game 1 of 6 here at Mata Field at Stello Stadium. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you here on the Highlight Guy. Steve Cody, as always, is the man on the moving pictures. Patriots going to play the Titans today. Mike Vrabel's old team that he used to coach, so that should be interesting down in Tennessee. And I can see the a Curtis Martin Patriot jersey down there on the right side. But that'll do it as both teams will head to the 50 for the handshake. There you go, Curtis Martin. As Chris Berman used to call him, Curtis, my favorite Martin. That reference probably beyond most of our viewers' periphery. And good sportsmanship being shown here by the Cougars and the Wolverines as they'll walk across the 50, shake hands, and call it a day. And that's why I asked you, Steve, their day's in the books. You're at 9:20. You've already gotten more physical activity than most people will get all day. So good for those young men down there. And that will allow us to take a little break. And we will be back with Game 2 of 6. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. Don't go anywhere. Get that cup of coffee. Come right back to that couch. And we'll see you in just a bit for game number 2 on the Highlight Guy.